I'm Jedi1991.
And I would like to invite you to join us to Mass Effect 2. Last time, we were resurrected, much like RoboCop, except, actually, yeah, a lot like RoboCop.
Yeah.
Except we don't shoot rapists in the dick or walk on water. Now, we've completed some missions, and now we got our own pimp-ass ship, and we're going to talk to some people, then we're going to go recruit my favorite Solarian, Mordin. Also, if you guys hear me eating, me and my wife went to Costco with my son today, and we got pistachios, which I love, but not only they're shellless pistachios, so they're already like just free to eat, but they're chili roasted. So Jesus, are they good?
Nice.
So first, I just want to check out the private terminal. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
I just want to take a look and see if we have any unread messages. Oh shit, we have a lot. On the off chance rumors are true and you actually are alive, you need to come back and talk to me still. A lot has changed in the last 2 years, and you put me in the council. And it's only fair that we're allowed to speak for yourself about what I've been hearing. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, Zahid Masani is basically Jango Fett.
Yep. Yep.
He's awesome, and I love him. We're not going to read this, obviously, but I actually want to talk to you about Zahid real quick. I think we have time.
Yeah.
So I've been doing some research on Mass Effect 2, trying to really get into the spirit of the playthrough. And Zahid's date of birth doesn't add up with what's going on. Because he's 39 to 40 years old, and I know he looks rough, but he's seen a lot of action. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, the only way he could have started the Blue Suns was when he was like 6, if you math it out. From like what they say how old he is and the fact that Mass Effect 2 canonically takes place in 2185. So there was never really time for him to be in the Alliance because to join the Alliance he would have been like 12 years old. And as it says in the Origins for Mass Effect 1, Shepard joined the Alliance at the age of 18. Because that's the age you have to be in order to join the Alliance military. And yeah, I guess he could have lied about his age, but there's a big difference between a 12-year-old and an 18-year-old. Even with puberty being generous.
True.
So, that was my one nitpick with Zahid. Oh, that and him being a goddamn psycho in his loyalty mission. But we'll get to that later. Oh, Project Firewalker, we'll get to that. Normandy crash site. We're probably going to do this either in this episode or the next one. Just because
Probably
it means
next
a
one.
lot to me.
Of course.
This is just something nice that we got.
And the
Overlord.
rest,
Mm-hmm.
I think the recon hood and the arc projector, I think those were DLC items.
Mm-hmm. Overlord is Grunt. I love Grunt. He's like our son. There's just more weapons. Kasumi, the best thief that you can't romance, which pisses everyone off, but makes sense.
Oh boy.
You never thought about romancing Kasumi?
No, it's not that.
What's going on?
You're gonna hate me on my stream.
Why am I going to hit you on your stream?
Uh, I don't recruit Grunt anymore.
Oh, whoa, that's a massive blow. What's that about?
Uh, it's, it's hard to explain.
Talk to me about it. I'm not going to judge you.
It
I,
just doesn't. Okay, inferior to Rex, I find Okier far more interesting, and really, he's walking cringe to me, and I don't care for the Tankborn Krogan stuff.
Hey, that's completely fair, and I understand you liking Okir because Okir was straight up during the original Rachni War. He's old. He's seen some shit, and from what I've led to believe, people wanted Okir to be like an elderly Kogan in Mass Effect 3 that we haven't met yet, who's a tough motherfucker who's still kicking ass into old age, right?
Yeah, he
But
could he could have potentially been Mordin's rival though.
he could have been, and lots of people have said that. I've heard that opinion many times, especially on the wikis. There's multiple, but I do want to say this. Grunt is voiced by Spike Spiegel, so automatically I gotta aka Wolverine. So shut up, Joker.
No,
So
don't get me wrong.
mhm.
Don't get me wrong. I'm actually gonna still do that mission in my stream. It's just for the
You're just
sake
gonna
of
leave him in
Okir.
the pod forever?
Yeah, because I'm cruel that way.
Oh, well,
Well,
you don't
the
have
my
to
other
like everybody.
the other reason is I don't want to do his loyalty mission anymore. I found it very boring.
How is it boring to go to Tachanka and kick some ass and kick some heads in with
Well,
Grunt?
execute. Well, I'm sorry. The execution of that mission left a lot to be desired for me.
But you made Rex's clan stronger by getting rid of the weak elements, and you made Grunt awesome. I mean, from what I've heard, Grunt is amazing in Mass Effect 3, and he's not a replacement for Rex. That would be like saying that Jacob or Miranda are replacements for Caden or Ashley, which originally Jacob was supposed to be a biotic. So he would have been a replacement for Caden, kind of. And Miranda
And
was
besides,
supposed to be Cerberus Superwoman, sort of.
yeah, well, besides, I find also the squad mate count to be very bloated in this game.
Mm, it's not really bloated when you take the time to get to know the characters. Like if you play Dragon Age Origins, you might feel the same way, but you have to understand that just because you have someone who's a magic user, they have completely different skill sets. Like Win is just like the epitome of healing in Dragon Age Origins, right? And you got Morgan. She can do shape changing, but she's really good when you go down the specific tree of entropy. She's a goddamn beast and a great anti-mage that to the level that Templars in that game take the role of. Also, if you ever want to play Dragon Age Origins, kids, and this is for you too, Clint, pick a Templar. It's literally
Yeah,
easy mode no matter what difficulty you're playing, as long as you play strategically. Templar is the easiest. It's also default, right? Because you're a warrior, and when you get to level 7, I believe, you can just become a Templar once you unlock it by being good with Alistair, and it gives you abilities that you can just wipe the floor with mages, which are the most powerful enemies in the game, and it allows you to just beat the shit out of bosses because you get smite. Anyway, it's like being a biotic soldier, if you can believe it. In Mass Effect, like combine the most powerful biotic abilities, but you have soldier health, you have soldier heavy armor, and you have like soldier secondary armor. So you're a goddamn tank who could use warp. Like no brainer. Anyway, I like Grunt because Grunt only strengthens Clan Erdnock's Rex. And yeah, he is tank grown, but
just
when you
makes the whole genophage thing needlessly complicated too.
it doesn't actually make the genophage needlessly complicated because you have to remember the genophage. Okir says it best. The genophage doesn't make it doesn't ensure strong Krogan. It just means that that Krogan was strong enough to survive the genophage. It doesn't mean they're strong. Grunt ignores the genophage completely right? That's the ultimate spit in the face to the Solarian. He used the collector's technology not to reverse the genophage, but simply ignore it. Because what's better than curing a disease? Giving a organism the ability to ignore the disease. Could it have it? Yeah. Does it affect it? No. It's like Wolverine. Wolverine has gotten several diseases like the mutant plague in the comics and in the X-Men animated series, right? But he was the only one with a healing factor strong enough to ignore it. He's still a carrier, but he won't spread it because his cells are constantly eradicating it. Much like how Deadpool does have terminal cancer, but he's healing faster than his terminal cancer can kill him, which is why putting the mutant suppression controller on him is basically signing his death warrant, which they did show in the second film. However, I do understand your viewpoint. I was just trying to explain to you the reasons why I don't necessarily share it, but I do understand it, and I respect it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we're homies. I'm not that angry kid that you met a long time ago who had that viewpoint on Jar Jar Binks. Actually, I like Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. Well,
Especially that time
I,
he pretended to be a Jedi. That was hilarious.
again, for you say get to know them, when I told you that before, the getting to know your squad mates didn't work out that well for me in this game.
No, and I mean, not everyone's always going to have the same experience. But I really
Again,
did force myself to play with squad members I didn't necessarily like. Like, I think the matriarch is a boring ass character, the Justicar. And
oh
I
yeah.
think her daughter is even more boring and one dimensional. But that's me.
well, well, I'm not gonna argue with that actually.
The concept behind both of them, oh my god, is it compelling. But only her one daughter that decides to live a life of a hermit and be good is interesting out of everything else in her story. Plus, the most you get from her, I think, is a kiss on the cheek, if you find romance. That was spoiled for me by someone who was really pissed off about the whole
Ah,
thing.
oh yeah.
I'm
Again,
actually gonna level up right. Oh, I can level up. Okay, good.
yeah. But like I said, again, the whole point of this trilogy is to make different choices and stuff.
It
What's the
is.
point that What's the point that you can just keep making the same choices anyhow?
Hmm. The recharge time doesn't matter because we're gonna do something about that. So, you know what? I'm actually conflicted on this. But the meters doesn't really matter either, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So we're gonna go with the damage.
Yeah.
Just because the area of effectiveness can be mitigated by using barrier and being super close, but you can't add 40 more points of damage onto it without mods. Because there's no biotic implants in this game, if, as long as I'm remembering correctly, that's going to add to my damage. Actually, I don't even think there's any armor upgrades in this game that give biotic damage. I could be remembering that wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't installed that, but I think there's a mod for that too. At least.
And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate,
Reproduction is not intended.
I hope you guys don't mind if we skip past Joker. It's not that I don't like Joker. It's just I rambled too much.
It's not
Yeah.
the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
there's us. You'll see.
I hope so.
Yeah, we already spent enough time to talk about my controversial choice in this game.
I don't think it's controversial. I would just ask because you cared enough to share your opinion with me and everyone else, and sometimes that can be hard. I just ask that you think about what I said next time that you decide to make that decision. I'm not saying I'm going to change your mind. I just ask that you think about what I said. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I want to know more about
Do
you.
you have a specific inquiry?
Not playing for you, but I mean, if anybody was gonna be butthurt with my decision, they're not worth
I want to
talking
know
to.
more about the people.
Much of
Well,
it is
I mean,
classified.
he's one of my favorite NPCs because he's like Rex, but he's his own character.
Prevents me from
Like, you know that I was actually butthurt that we never get Rex again. Sorry, spoilers for everybody who knows how much I like
That's all
Rex.
for now.
but you never ever ever get him on your squad again in a permanent capacity.
Yeah.
And I'm butthurt about that, but I like Grunt. He's not a replacement to Rex. He's just awesome, and I like his opinion on things. I just hope that when I choose to take him the majority of the places in this game, that you don't think I'm deliberately doing it to get under your skin, because I'm not.
No, no.
And if it's hard for you, I'm sorry, but it's not my intention to make it hard for you.
Yeah.
I'll manage your message,
Well,
and I must say,
what I'm
it's
gonna
such an honor.
what I'm gonna do to another squad mate in this character.
Okay,
Hopefully,
Kelly.
won't be too hard for you.
I always
I'm
have
sorry?
Won't be my intention.
What are your responsibilities?
I'm not gonna say who the squad mate is, but there's one squad mate I'm not gonna treat very well.
I'm good at set. Yes. I look
Is it
for
Miranda?
results. I listen.
Oh no, no,
What
no.
else would you like to
Well,
Is it
I'm
Jack?
trying to.
Maybe we'll talk.
No, I'm just. Well, yes and no, but
I thought you liked
begrudging.
Jack, because you were super happy when we were doing like her missions, and so was I. So I figured you kind of liked her.
I never said that.
Oh,
You must be confusing with another character.
I want to say that working with you is it's a privilege to serve.
what the fuck's wrong with Jacob's mouth? Also, did you know that Jacob was the main character in the mobile game?
I've heard about that.
He was
apparently at
bald.
least-
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, at least the cutscenes are going to be ported to this Legendary Edition
You
soon.
may change your
I don't know
tune.
how, but
As long
where,
as
but
the
that should be
elusive man
interesting.
walks his talk.
Is that an update that's coming out soon?
I'll do my best to make sure we succeed.
Well, for mod update, yeah, I think
Oh.
it may be for 2 or 3.
I have issues with certain actions.
Oh, by the way, since he
Also,
actually,
he saved the council while we were dead for 2 years.
What has Cerberus done to
a
me?
lot.
also I just since he already went through Kelly, I found out she actually had a different hairstyle in the original trilogy version. That actually looked better than the one she has now.
Well, I mean, I own the original trilogy, and I got up to the point in Mass Effect 3 where you start chasing Edie's robotic body,
Yeah.
and then I didn't get any farther because I got distracted by something and I never played it again,
Mary,
which...
you received a new message in
Oh,
your private terminal.
okay, let's take a look at that. But I regretted it, but I've played all of Mass Effect 1 and all of Mass Effect 2, and except for that DLC mission in Mass Effect 2 that I never played because I didn't have access to it because I didn't have that DLC for Mass Effect 2 when I played it, there was nothing I hadn't experienced. So I can honestly say that warts and all, so good things and bad, or thorns, whatever you prefer, I honestly prefer this version of at least the first 2 games because I can't really give an opinion on the third game, as I stated. But I prefer the Legendary Edition.
Oh no, that's fine. No, the issues, LE2's issue, that's what I'm gonna call it, is minor. Apparently, it's the third game, Legendary Edition, had more issues, at least according to one mod.
Oh shit, I didn't talk to Miranda, did I? Or the
No.
engineers. I like talking to the engineers. You know what? I'm not going to talk to the engineering staff. Wait. No, I am going to talk to the engineering staff, but I'm not going to talk to them again until we get Tally, because I want Tally to be in on the poker.
You know about that? Yeah, yeah. Luckily, again, that early recruitment mod makes it more easier for me to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found this out on YouTube, but thankfully when I installed that mod, I didn't have to worry about it.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion system.
What can we do for you, Commander?
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, for my stream I
He
might
wasn't
do some
such a
skipping
talented
too,
engineer they'd
depending.
have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance.
It also goes without saying I'm not a
serving
fan of those
Perugia.
uniforms.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The council backslid on the Reaper menace.
You know what I don't understand about the whole Reaper thing?
As a single
What?
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
You know that
lost respect for Alliance
everybody
leadership.
says
Fight the real enemy, and only
that.
Cerberus
So
seem to be
here's the thing I don't understand. Everyone who cares, and even in the third game, people credit Commander Shepard with killing Sovereign, right?
Hmm.
But we never do. We fuck up Saren, but it's Joker and the Normandy that get the kill shot on Sovereign.
Exactly.
Joker is the one who took Sovereign out. Also, I have never had my scars so red and ugly before, but that's because I don't think I've ever started Mass Effect 2 with such high Renegade points before.
Yeah, true.
Also, you know, I was thinking about this a lot last night when I was trying to fall asleep. Joker's the reason we're dead in the first place.
Oh God.
And if that's a controversial opinion, you have to let me know now. Think about it and tell me I'm wrong.
I don't. I don't think so. But
Well, think about it. We evacuated everyone, right? And
Yeah.
we went back for Joker. We got him to a ship, and then kaboom.
How did you end up with Cerberus, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime.
But then again,
since
this
we
whole
graduated
game
from
treats
Tech Academy.
Shepard's
When he
death
got
as
the
no big
Cerberus
deal,
offer,
though.
I insisted that it include me.
Well, they've stole our likenesses for a VI.
Also, I love engines.
No, just
Normandy is
Shepard's
so
alive.
good.
Oh, hi, you're back.
I got the
I mean, they
opportunity
could
to
have
work
just
on
simply have
her.
Shepard into a
I had to
coma
join.
and not made this. Fuck's sakes.
Are you
Okay,
set up
let me
okay
say again.
down here?
They could have had
Can't
Shepard go into a
complain.
coma and it
Just
would
wish
have
it
made no
didn't take
difference.
so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators on the primary power transfer system that channels the field lead.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Well, I mean, maintenance is performance.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
But yeah, just
Also,
like, you could,
go ahead.
just want to let you know, you can still buy the part. Yeah, just don't talk to him until after we get Telly.
No, I won't. Besides, Tally is basically the queen of engineering.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
tell me she doesn't come in here and just take engineering over.
Pretty much.
Combat Information Center. Oh, right. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think that is that a controversial opinion. Like me blaming Joker for our death. Is it?
No, I don't think so. I believe Joker felt bad about it too, though.
He hasn't said jack shit about it.
I
I've
thought he
played
did.
all of Mass Effect 2 and I don't ever remember him saying anything about it.
I must be misremembering something then.
Chef surprise again. Come on.
If he does, it has to be Mass Effect 3.
Sorry, princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
I love this guy.
Real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did.
I like how there's an old school coffee machine behind him.
Oh yeah. Hey, sometimes it's not uncommon to have
How did you find your way
antiques.
into Cerberus?
No.
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Hopefully you don't reroute the sewer through the air ducts to keep our bellies full.
Feel about
Sorry.
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
You know, I never really considered what the buttholes of the council members were, but apparently some of them have butt puckers. Turians evolved from birds. Asari, I guess, have the sexual organs that humans have.
Maybe.
So, I mean, I guess it's implied that the Solarians have cloaca, because Mordin says that the captain that helped us kill the clones is a cloaca. Even though he gets the job done, he doesn't think much of them.
Yeah, well, here's the
So, who has a butt pucker?
thing. Well, about the Asari thing, I once overheard a conversation on Ilium that each species, when they look at the Asari, they look like their own species.
Yeah, you know, surprisingly, there is a race in Warhammer 40k that's like that. They have this power armor, and they also have giant robots called assault suits that are kind of a little bit like Gundams. They're called the Tau. And they have 3 classes. Their diplomatic class looks kind of like the female of whatever species they're trying to be diplomatic with. Weird, huh?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once
Oh, I did this one.
man working the Ezo rigs along the frontier? But losing everything. I'll do whatever.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Shit.
How can I help you, Commander?
How do you feel about working?
Damn.
for Cerberus?
Yep. It'll take good old
You have everything
after
you need.
taking down the collector.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients. Oh shit. You've got more to
If I
worry.
head that way, I'll keep an eye on it.
Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I mean, I have to eat the food, too.
You have everything you
If
need.
you happen to find any of those,
I won't take any more.
Back to work.
Wouldn't you want your galley fully stocked? I know I would.
Oh, yeah.
I still can't figure out what the fuck these are, because there's no way they're escape pods. Because there's not enough.
I still think it's hypersleep or some type of thing.
You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense.
You know, those things in Alien.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. That's actually very clever. Good for you. I'd never even considered that.
I think that's what the Codex said.
Commander.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't read every Codex entry. I'm a bad
Me
student.
neither. Me neither. I read some. So.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Doctor, you've been with the
Ah,
Alliance
good old
for
Dr.
years.
Chocolates.
Why leave now?
Actress was in
After the
almost every
Normandy
single
was lost,
sci-fi
the
franchise.
surviving crew was
Mhm.
reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars.
When I first started playing this game, I thought her name was Dr. Chocolates.
But it wasn't on the start.
Because I didn't have subtitles enabled. And I had a bad cold the first time I played Mass Effect, so I was like, oh, Dr. Chocolate, she sounds delicious.
Oh,
Colonial military life isn't for you.
I wonder if Manslayer felt the
Most of
same
my
way.
life on war.
Probably.
Well, there's a reason why he had her Shepard call her that.
Mhm.
It's just, I guess it's just the way how they pronounce her name.
Dampeners kick in. Life planet side is just too static, too boring.
I still maintain that if she was at least 20 years younger, she'd be a romance option.
Oh, no, I got you.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
Ooh,
I mean,
this chili is spicy.
I mean, I just want to say right now, she is used to taking it in the back. A rather feeble position.
Jesus Christ.
No, you're supposed to say, what?
I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
What does he say? You old crazy bitch. How did she know?
No, it was like, and I've heard that you're siding with Reapers to abduct women. Ha ha ha, you old cunt. That makes no sense.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance
Oh wait,
for
she
years.
knows too much.
Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew.
Oh, do you want to hear something else that's weird?
I was stationed at the
What?
Mars Naval Medical
So, Gabby and the other guy, the engineer,
Position.
they
On
face,
Starship.
like, war criminal-like charges for being part of Cerberus, but Dr. Chakwas doesn't get her slap on the wrist because she didn't actually leave the Alliance. She's on vacation. She's taking her mandatory vacation while this is going on.
So a loophole.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, as long as you take your mandatory vacation,
Yeah.
I guess you're fine.
You have everything you need.
Yeah, oh,
I
yeah.
believe so. And if I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was
I'll keep
saving.
an eye out
Oh,
for
you needn't. It's expensive.
I'll see you later.
Commander.
Well, I know you did play 3 enough that you were able to get Ken and Gabby back through that Spectre terminal. That wasn't supposed to happen originally. You were supposed to find them at that bar you were in 3.
Oh.
Well, again, because
Are Ken and Gabby an item? I just asked because they seem very close, like closer than homies.
I really don't. Maybe. I hate spoiling, so.
This used to be Captain Anderson's bedroom until it became mine, and now it's just hers.
Then later Liara's.
What can I do for you?
What?
And 3.
Regarding the Normandy?
Oh, right, yeah.
The crew's working
Yeah,
well,
this
and
there
the ship
becomes
appears to be
Liara's room
performing to specifications.
after the retrofits.
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe.
Do you want to hear something
If I can
funny?
relay any of your concerns,
What?
I'd be happy to do so.
Have you ever seen the movie Underworld?
What would you like to know?
I've heard of it. I know.
Okay, so do you know who Bill Nighy is?
Davy Jones.
Yep.
Yep.
But he's also Victor in Underworld. Okay?
Okay.
And in Underworld, there's this African American actor, big guy, imposing voice. He's like the third or second in command of the werewolves in the first Underworld movie,
Oh, okay.
and he's also in like the prequel of the Underworld movies. Now, the reason I mention this is because this actress, like the actual actress, not the voice, who looks a lot like this,
Oh, yeah.
is in Underworld, right, when she was like just a kid, but she also, all the other two actors I just mentioned, Bill Nighy and that other guy, are also in the movie I, Frankenstein, where she plays a scientist, and Bill Nighy and the third or second in command werewolf guy play demons, and Bill Nighy plays Lord Niberius, who is like a demon prince.
Oh, okay.
And I just think it's funny because it was like more than a decade later and they reunited in I, Frankenstein, but they were originally in Underworld together. Also, she's in the series called Chuck, which I love, and I watched every season of.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm just scared to say her name, say her name without butchering it.
I am Eastern European through my dad's side, and I can't even fucking say it, so I don't try.
I know what we're doing
It
here.
begins with a Y, and
But
that's what I'm
what
gonna
Cerberus
say.
is
So.
on
It does begin with a Y, but she's a really good actress, and I enjoy her body of work.
The Solarians have
Yeah.
the special tasks group.
I'd rather get this out of the way too. I guess I played the game enough times that I got used to it now, but I always found Miranda's permanent smell to be off-putting for a while at least.
Miranda's what, sorry?
She always had that permanent smile on her face. I
Yes,
found it off.
that's intentional. She does that to try and seem normal because she was genetically engineered.
Oh!
So she tries to put people at ease. That's actually intentional.
Okay, okay. So isn't a
But those
case of where
organizations are regulated by
scanning the actor's face and
Cerberus in check.
No,
result needs
that's
a lot to be decided.
that's actually a design choice.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Because
Yeah, she has a permanent smile. She's trying to put
Face-
people at ease because she doesn't know how to act like it's Pinocchio syndrome. She doesn't know how to act like a normal person because you know her backstory as well as I do.
Yeah,
She does it a lot less in Mass Effect 3 than she does in Mass Effect 2.
I noticed that.
What kind of resources does Cerberus
Especially if you romance her in Mass Effect 3 as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Because
trust me,
she's just genuinely happy in Mass Effect 3.
But yeah, I just want to say, trust me though, face scanning can be hit or miss at times.
Well, they didn't really face scan her so much as they just took the actress's like proportions and her facial and they just made an approximation because you have to remember when Mass Effect 2 originally came out, that company that actually made LA Noire, who scanned all those actors, the majority of which came from Mad Men, went bankrupt just using the fucking technology because it was the most advanced scanning technology that had existed to that point. So Rockstar swooped in and picked up the pieces and like, this is ours now.
Yeah,
True story.
yeah.
But no. Also, if you romance her in this game, she will actually do that fake smile thing less.
What can you tell me about the
And there's a slight difference, but I played this game so much that there's a difference between her genuine smile and that fake smile that's just painted on.
Oh, trust me. I did see a scene if you decide not to continue the romance with Miranda in 3. Yeah, I know what you mean.
That includes you and me.
It was quite impressive, actually.
It is.
Especially for a rush game. Still a lot of fun game, though, regardless.
Yeah, no, I mean, Captain Crunch is responsible for some of the best and worst games out there.
Yeah.
I've also heard it called Crunch Time, but I just think the Captain Crunch beating people with a belt is just hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I have problems, okay?
Tell me about
Yeah.
yourself, Miranda.
Well, there was that term Bioware magic. Kind of bit them in the ass later on, though.
Yeah, it did. Well, that wasn't until after EA came in and kind of was like, "You suck now," and they're like, "Oh."
Yeah. Well, good, because that Bioware magic thing came in when Dragon Age Inquisition apparently had crunch time too, but the game still managed to be pretty good.
What level of genetic
Well, you've seen that meme, it's Goofy Time, right? Where the guy has like the Goofy hat on and he has the belt and he's beating that kid.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I've seen one where it's like a BioWare employee, and it's like, "It's crunch time!" And he's like, and then underneath it says, "You thought I cut the roof of your mouth? Wait till I cut the roof of your head." And he has the belt. And it's not like the regular belt, but they changed it to like, that belt that people like ritualistically whip themselves with in the back. Like,
Yeah.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe,
Are you still there?
but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And
Can you hear me now?
the consequences are
Yeah.
severe. Everyone expects
Also,
more from someone with my
if you notice it,
abilities.
Mass Effect had trouble conveying the emotions of both female Commander Shepard and male Commander Shepard. People give Mark Mir a lot of shit, but he's doing what they told him to do.
Exactly.
And also, because of the fact that the male Shepard was so much more difficult character model to work with across all 3 games, Commander Shepard male isn't really capable of expressing the emotions you would like him to. Whereas the female Shepard expresses too much, as I've heard the complaint. Like, his is like, "I'm underwhelmed," and hers is like, it's like, "Acting!" Except it's with her face, not like her actual, acting.
Yeah, well, what that is by saying is, nothing against Jennifer Hale, of course, but I just find Mark Mir's performance more endearing, really.
Of course, Commander.
Well, think about all the other roles he did in this game, like the Vorcha, the Hanar. Mark Mir is a talent and he has range, but he can only do so much with the dialogue they give him and the tone they make him use.
Yeah, well, for Femsha, it's just kind of stock Jennifer Hale voice to me.
Again, the dialogue is rather stilted.
Yeah, exactly, too.
I mean, you can't blame either of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could, but if you did, you're just kind of being a dick.
Well, again, the way Mark Mir laughs, it always kills me. Well, especially the way how Manslayer used it in the old cunt scene.
Yeah. We can only say that word one more time and then this video would get demonetized.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. I let you have the 2. But you can only say it max twice an episode. Just so you know.
Okay. I totally
This
forgot.
isn't me getting you in trouble. I'm just letting you know so that...
Wait, you're actually getting money for these streams?
No. Can you imagine?
Horrified.
Yeah, we only have 51 views on the last episode. I'm not getting any fucking money for this. I wish. Okay. So the cool thing is we can get Jango Fett right off the fucking hop.
Yep.
And I've decided I'm not going to be an asshole, and I'm not going to make people sit here and watch me fucking farm minerals.
Thank you.
I'm going to do it off screen.
Well, for me, it's gonna be all collected by one probe.
Yeah, but fucking Liara should make this easier, but she doesn't.
I know.
It doesn't really, because by the time you get to Shadow Broker, you don't need to do it anymore.
I know. Well, I do Shellbroker after Suicide Mission for really story reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just makes sense to me personally. So. But when do you start Shellbroker is your choice. So.
God, I hate you, Jacob.
Okay, I'm gonna get this joke out of the way. Now we're gonna go to Mass Effect's take on Detroit. I'm
You know
just
what
saying.
you know what the funniest thing is?
Yeah.
Every single Mass Effect stream I've seen, every Mass Effect video compilation, even the wiki makes that joke. Who the fuck hates Detroit that much that it became a meme?
Well, especially that one certain comedy movie, Take 'Em to Detroit.
What was that comedy movie?
Kentucky Fried Movie.
Kentucky Fried. I haven't seen that.
Okay, well, it was based on a parody of Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon.
Oh, I've seen Kung Pao Enter the Fist, but I haven't seen that one.
Well, it's on Tubi if you want to check it out. So.
I will. Tubi's great.
Because let's just say the Zuckerman brothers wrote Kentucky Fried Movie, and considering they directed Airplane, and that movie is like Ted Stryker's like he was in the bar at a horrible place. Like, it's worse than Detroit.
I love Airplane. My favorite thing about Airplane, there's three jokes. I like my coffee like I like my men, black. The entire bar scene, and I have a drinking problem because whenever that's brought up, like we're drinking too much, like me and my wife, even though we don't, but like if we have more than like one alcoholic beverage a week, because usually we only stick to like Saturday or Friday. Like right now, I'm gonna have one in a couple minutes here.
Oh yeah.
But
actually, what makes the like my men joke even better? That's that girl. That's Penny from The Rescuers.
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm not. It's the same voice.
That's awesome.
I know.
Jacob's survival skills. I've never seen Jacob have fucking survival skills. I've played this game on fucking casual, and Jacob's the only squad member I've ever had die. Either I'm bad at building him, or he's just not that great. Okay.
And people wonder why he doesn't have a good reputation in this trilogy.
I don't think it's as deserved as everyone says.
No, I know,
but it's not unearned. Let's get that out of the way.
Well, actually, most of the hate about him, what happens in 3 if you romance him. Well, okay, I'll say right now, since you're playing with him, he cheats on you.
I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Ah, so speechless, even the microphone broke.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course he fucking does. The Pirate Queen knows who I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Patriarch come back in power.
I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Then you'd better get ready. No one keeps Arya waiting. Afterlife now.
I'm not racist, but I'm not gonna let a fucking race of slavers tell me what to do.
No, that's understandable.
I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
I don't gotta do shit.
Uzaid Masani?
I'm starting now gonna wonder what you're gonna do with that one Batarian in Mordin's recruitment mission.
I'm not a monster. I'm just gonna genocide most of them, but I'm not gonna kill one that's hurt.
Okay, okay.
My contacts told me we're picking up 1 man, not 2.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bringing in alive rates even.
Please, I didn't do it.
I said Tried doing me on chase all over the systems. You should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
Yeah, okay, I'll say now. I'll continue Origins pretty soon again, but when I was still making my character, when I was choosing a voice for my
I assume
character,
you've been briefed.
this guy voiced one of them.
You know your character doesn't actually speak, right?
Well, no, I know, but during combat, I mean.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I assume you've been briefed.
I've done my
Yeah, I think he voiced the tough version of the voice.
Go ahead
This
and
voice
get set
actor.
up on the Normandy.
Right, I'll go make myself.
And of course, I know him from Knights
I
of the
assume the
Republic as well.
elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Elfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes.
Shoot him. Right in the kneecap.
I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink.
Anyways, I'll be right back. I need to get
next
some.
time you're ready
Yep.
to get some killing done.
We're just gonna go back to the Normandy and get Zahid anyway. Sorry about that, everyone.
Oh, you replaced Jacob with Saeed. Good man.
Yeah. Well, I don't actually hate Jacob. Zahid is, you build Zahid right, he will eat through the shield's armor and health of anyone who comes near you. And he's got the right weapons to just fuck up everyone I don't like.
Oh, hey, Ken.
Hello there. Might interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me out this forsaken rock.
I guess you're deciding to go
I buy a
shopping
lot of
first?
parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person. But you can't
I want to help this kid out.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least
Of course,
sell
of course.
something to you.
Also, I just noticed you. I can't believe I didn't. Well, I didn't notice earlier, but you making Miranda wear armor.
So I decided to sell
No, I just like it because she has a scouter.
Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why does Herod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut it, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Herod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
Absolutely.
I have to go.
Please check with my key.
There's always time to be a paragon. Remember that, kids. And being a paragon doesn't mean saving someone's life or doing, like, acts of human kindness. You just have to try every day just to be more decent than you were yesterday.
Tell Captain Gabon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavel. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's fox get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
I actually have some trivia about the Vorcha if you want to hear it.
Sure.
So, we know that Vorcha are immune to every disease known to man and every other alien species, right?
Yeah.
But it's because of their biology. Not only that, but the Vorcha only live to be about 20 years of age. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, yeah.
It's because of how their cells divide. Or something.
And Mark Muir voices them too.
Yeah, Mark May likes to talk to himself sometimes, I'll just tell you.
Oh, yeah. Or insult himself, like I tend to do a lot.
Because he's a dumb jelly.
Yeah. God,
the Han are... Like, the most casual racism I've ever seen in this game is always directed at the Hanar.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, though. Say what you will about the Batarians, at least they have some neat weapons. And armor.
They do, 100%.
What does the Hanar have?
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
They have a bunch of Thanes who could kill you by looking at you?
Yeah, right.
How the fuck is that cigar even hovering there?
Ask BioWare.
I fucking will.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break the leg.
Oh, you're doing it that way. I always give the Quarian the money. It's an instinct of mine, I guess.
Yeah, but I need my money.
Resignation, very well.
Then again, it helps. Well, to be fair, I do this much later, so I have more money by then. So.
Besides, you can buy all his stuff.
On my own wares.
Oh.
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, with pride.
I have things to
courteously. Have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Sweater Vest, I think your mic went out of whack again.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah. So, what were you saying about buying?
I just need to take a look here, because there are some things I want, and there's some things I do not want. Like, I know I always go for the visor, but I'm not actually going to do that this time.
Yeah.
I know. I like the scouter, and I like the power level, but I want to go a different route this time. Oh, I wanted the hacking module, too. Okay. We're gonna go down and see the kid real quick. It could take a while, but I have to remind everyone that I have no idea. Like, I get lost very easily in real life and in games. Please be patient with me. I play this game a lot. I'm just not the best at directions, so it could take me a while sometimes to get where we're going.
I understand.
Charles Saraceno, leader of the Terra Firma Party and former Alliance Parliament candidate, has pled guilty to tax evasion. He is in custody pending sentencing.
This is valuable.
Yeah, I just say that. Hope I don't butcher it. That Matt Talk or whatever. Well, it's not a bad weapon.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Oops, I didn't want to do that. Also, I've heard some people actually have a lot of trouble with this game because they feel like they miss out on a lot of stuff. But you have to understand, there's multiple places to get the shotgun damage. So if you don't get it here, you can still max it out. There's multiple places in this game that sell the same thing.
Exactly, yeah.
So what I say to people is just relax. Don't think about it too hard. Just play the game and have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me. Everything I'm going to do in my streams will be set in stone here.
I know, I didn't mean you particularly though. I just meant like in general, like just relax.
Yeah, actually, I just want to say some of my past playthroughs lately has been rehearsals for my stream.
You won't find a better selection anywhere, unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I don't need my kidneys stolen and sold back to me.
You know, anyways, I really hope that first game framework mod will be released soon because I really wanted to start my stream this year before it ends.
Don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Hey, I know what you mean about deadlines, but hey, when it's ready, it's ready.
Yeah. Or we'll see. We'll see. I might not have to wait. I'm gonna find out at least by N7 day. So. No, just the reason I'm waiting because there's mods where I can wear casual clothing on the Citadel and stuff, along with Rex and Garrus. But then there's a mod that makes Caden and Ashley wear those marine armor. Apparently, those two mods can't coexist with one another.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because the first game is set up way differently compared to the sequels. So the squad mates shares a lot of the same files.
Huh.
Especially particularly in the post-mission conference scenes, and in all of Vermeer.
I didn't know that. You know, it's pretty cool that we're still teaching each other about the game. I think it's pretty cool.
Well, consider this, for Vermeer, regardless of what you had Caden actually wearing, when you get to the main Solarian camp, they're suddenly wearing their default armors.
Yeah, I actually believe you pointed that out to me when we were playing Mass Effect 1.
It's annoying as hell, actually. I don't know why they designed it like that.
I think it was probably because Vermeer was maybe showcased at a game conference, so it was probably leftover code.
Probably, maybe.
Also, I have something to tell you. You probably didn't know.
What?
Did you know that Thane and Ashley were the ones most advertised in this game, to the point where female fans finally thought they were getting a hot-looking alien in Thane from the get-go, but it was not so?
Oh, yeah.
Bet you didn't know that.
Yeah.
As thirsty as people are for Tali and Liara, a lot of the female fans really thirsty over Thane. Like, real thirsty over Thane.
Really? I thought they were all thirsty over Garrus.
Well, we know one person that's thirsty over Garrus.
Yeah. Sorry for asking, but why are you leaving Detroit sorry, let me say that again. Why are you leaving Space Detroit right now?
I had to go back to my cabin to put on my special suit.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. There we go.
Oh, you like that suit?
I mean, this episode's been going for a while now, and I feel like I've done nothing. I apologize to everyone, but you know, sometimes when you play a game, there are what I like to call growing pain episodes, where you don't accomplish as much as you'd like to.
Yeah, no offense, but you're doing some false advertising right now.
I'm doing some false advertising?
Well, because you label it as Mordin, I mean, hopefully we'll get to Mordin's mission.
Well, I'm going there right now. We're literally going to do that right now.
Okay, just...
I mean, yeah. If I hadn't to pause it so many times so we could talk about stuff. It's just that you and me don't really get to hang out as much as I would like to because of conflicting schedules. Sometimes I just want to sit and talk. Which, you know, is not always professional, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone wanted to come to this stream and just watch someone play Mass Effect 2, there's a lot out there. What we offer is we're friends and we're just having a good time playing the game, and we're talking about things that not everyone who plays this game might know or care to know, you know?
Yeah. So it's Mattock is how it's pronounced?
I actually don't know.
Because, again, it doesn't help the characters don't say the names out loud.
I think Jacob and Zahid do, but I'm not sure.
But I'm just saying it's not a bad weapon. So.
It is not a bad weapon, no.
Yeah, best accuracy, actually.
We're gonna have to go to Tachanka as quickly as possible, though. And I think you know why.
Oh, okay.
It's because that's the best weapon in the game for pistols.
Oh, yeah, that thing, yeah. As far as I know, I think in vanilla it's available after Horizon.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let
Oh,
me
wait. Hold on. Time out.
We're not taking chances.
You're seriously showing me that you can start these missions without talking to Arya?
You didn't know that?
No! I thought you were supposed to talk to her first.
There's a Solarian named Mordin Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor?
I'm just more surprised you're not talking to her to begin
with.
with.
Clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Mordin's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck. The area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Any idea where I can find more?
Not a clue. What do you care? Place is quarantined. Starts out as an airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Now, just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
You know what's really stupid about this?
I didn't think diseases were cross-species barriers.
This is basically Deep Space Nine, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, think about it like this. Deep Space Nine is a space station, right?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that the space station, even one as big as Omega, doesn't have air ducts that all eventually recycle the same air throughout the station? That'd be a huge design flaw if it didn't. So the contamination can only last in one area for so long unless you're gonna detach that part of the entire goddamn space station from itself.
Maybe it's sabotaged? I don't know.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem
sci-fi
solved right
fandoms
now.
and their nitpicking.
That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher.
Anyways, I just want to say, I think for sure you have to talk to Arya to start the Archangel mission.
Humans are immune to the plague.
Interestingly enough, no matter what weapon you have on your back, he still says grenade launcher. Bet you didn't know that.
No, I think I do. No, I do actually, because I have the ability to unequip it.
So you said it was singularity then warp, or warp then singularity? No, that wouldn't make any sense. It has to be singularity first.
Yeah. I think you probably know, if you actually had other alien squad mates with you, they will eventually get sick while on the way to the clinic.
Yeah. Well, not Tally.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. I just want to let you know, when you start, she actually has lines that her suit should be
I'm
able to
already
keep
dead.
her... Yeah. Oh. But yeah, you know.
Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, no, unless Tally had a breach in her suit, she would be actually the one most likely to be able to survive it. Well, you think Grunt would be, just because of the way Krogans are. You think he'd be more, you know, resistant. Because they do have redundant nervous systems after all.
Yeah. And believe it or not, Thane and Samara actually has actual dialogue of them getting sick, too. With the help of the early recruitment mod, of course.
That one hit.
How come it didn't work? Huh. Okay. Let's reevaluate that later.
Great control of this most basic. Pile the human.
Yeah, pile the bodies high and burn them.
Oh.
Enough to infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind of... your plague did this to me. Your faint pity.
I need to find Mordin's soul.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Mordin and his clip. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you. Can't...
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Hey, you have plenty of self-control, that's good.
You help me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus.
I'll be right back.
Transmission across species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
And we're back.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague?
Yeah, but the Vorcha are stupid, and they only live 20 years.
Yeah.
Are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. If the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I need to find Mordin Solus.
He has a clinic on the farm. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
What makes Mordin worse to die?
He's not just a doctor.
When I find Mordin, I'll help.
I want to die. Whatever Mordin is.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
Isn't my Paragon already maxed? No, it's not. Okay, fun.
It was like I said, you have plenty of self-control there, that's good.
Self-control? Why would I kill the Batarian?
But again, he wasn't shooting at you, so...
I mean, if someone shoots me, that's just suicide, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, unless someone has the ability to actually surrender and mean it, they're gonna end up dead. Like, remember in Beast Wars, Predacons only talk peace long enough to reroll their weapons?
Yeah.
Well, it's like in Skyrim. If you ever play Skyrim, when someone says, I surrender, and they run away, it's only so they can heal, and then as soon as they're healed, they'll fully come back and kill you. There's no such thing as surrender in Skyrim. I forget, which one is the right way again? This way?
Yeah. Well, there was a room that has dead Turian.
So I should go this way then.
Yeah, I think it has some items there.
I like that you don't necessarily have to always have the, like a squad member who's capable of hacking.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that's my problem with the Star Wars game, too. Like, you should be able to just do that without dedicating an entire class to it.
Yeah, that's true. Though
Cool mechanic, though.
I do find these mini games tedious, though.
I know, lots of people say that, especially when it comes to stuff like, Fallout 4 and hacking, or lockpicking.
Yeah. So, I got rid of them.
Yeah.
So, how does it work? Well, basically, it still gets to the minigame screen, but then it immediately goes to you win or whatever.
That's
so
not bad.
At least it looks like I was still doing something.
I mean, to showcase that on the stream, it'll cut down a lot on stream time.
It will, trust me. I mean, I don't think those minigames are terrible, it's just, again, tedious.
It is, especially when you just want to, like, shoot people and get through story.
Yeah. Like, I love connect the dots as a kid. This is stupid.
Try doing a hacking minigame in a Ratchet and Clank game sometime.
Yeah. It's still, like I said, connect the dots was one of my favorite childhood pastimes, but it's still tedious.
Hey, at least in some of the Ratchet and Clank games, if you beat the game and do New Game Plus, you actually get an option to automatically hack it and get the bolts for it.
Oh, okay.
Like just by hitting the square button. Because it's like you've already done all the puzzles, here. Just automatically do it. Whenever I see these, it just makes me think of the replicators in Star Trek, even though they look nothing like that. I don't know why.
What? Great on.
Also, I really like Star Trek Voyager. I know it's not really like a popular thing to say when it comes to people who are more than just casual Star Trek fans.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I know you say you're starting to enjoy Deep Space Nine more.
I love Deep Space Nine. They're friggin' my favorite Star Trek race.
Okay, yeah. Although I'll say the fans are starting to get a bit annoying though.
The fans?
Well, no, they keep boasting that it's the best Star Trek show of all time. Yada yada yada.
This is the right way, I think. Well, the mandate for Star Trek Deep Space Nine was completely different from all the other ones, because Gene Roddenberry wasn't the showrunner for Deep Space Nine. It was actually someone who hates technology, which is why the focal point of most episodes and seasons in Deep Space Nine is, you know, the unfamiliar technology of the space station always crashing or causing some sort of glitch or problem. Because, again, the showrunner was someone who hates and distrusts technology.
But I just it's definitely an enjoyable show, but I prefer Star Trek to be actually, trekking.
Well, to be fair, the space station doesn't stay there forever. They do actually go places and have missions. It's just not a traditional Star Trek show. But then again, if you look at the Next Generation versus the original series, the Next Generation isn't a traditional Star Trek show either. In many respects. Yeah, there's some of the same things, but you could say that about Deep Space Nine, you know? New races, new problems, diplomacy. I will say, though, my favorite thing about Deep Space Nine is Commander Sisko is not Picard, and he not only showed the fans that, but he showed Q that. Picard never hit me. I'm not Picard!
I saw that.
We didn't do anything. Pretty much every non-human in the district wants us dead.
They think we caused the plague. Humans aren't getting sick, and that's all the
I gotta look up a word just to make sure I'm not having a brain fart right now.
Already killed.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
Maybe they want to kill you because you both look like custom models of Shepherd, and custom male Shepherds are hideous, and they want your husband dead.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
I'll just keep saying, my male Shepherd looks pretty good.
Vorcha are immune to diseases, so
he does.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seems like they were ready.
Nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this.
The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the...
Why is it even a fucking... Why are we even talking about this? You know the Vorcha are just fucking... Are just leftover blood pack.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might...
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Mordin's clinic. I'm going to be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you. It's risky.
Actually, once you're done talking to him, there's something about Janeway I have to tell you about, like I said before.
Oh, well, Janeway is in Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition. She's very important.
No, I just want to say, when I met her, I have to say, her being trapped in the Alpha Quadrant for 7 years really took a toll on her.
Well, yeah, her character model in Dragon Age Origins, real rough looking.
Yeah. No,
if you think she looks, if you think she looks rough in the Dragon Age Origins game, read the Dragon Age Origins comic book. It gives you. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm just gonna say play the games.
Well,
we'll talk about it then.
It's not just looks; it's just the way she acts too.
An old hag who talks to herself.
Yeah.
Actually, the quote is "talks too much." Shut up, other Cody. Yeah. All right.
That, or maybe I like to sing that actually in the holodeck.
It's over, Blue Suns. I have the high ground.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. Maybe Janeway is for in the holodeck if Janeway's decides to play a witch.
I mean, Cheers was a fucking holodeck program. I love that meme. Cheers was a holodeck program. Except I don't think, what's his name? Fuck, what's his name? I can't tell you because I don't want help. You can't fire concussive shot. I didn't give you any points in concussive ammo. that's a broken... Wait, do you have any points in concussive shot? No, you do not. Oh wait, yeah you do. Never mind. Are you still there, Clint?
Yep. Yeah, I'm still here.
Do you remember the TV show Becker? Ooh, I'm out of ammo. That's not good.
No.
Sam from Cheers played Dr. Becker.
Oh, okay.
I also can't remember his name, but he also plays Michael in The Good Place. Goddamn Krogan.
Oh, did he kill you? I'm just gonna find out in 7 seconds.
No, he didn't kill me. He might, though. Run away!
Oh, he briefly killed your other husband.
Miranda's not my husband.
I said other husband.
Miranda's my boyfriend.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair.
That's fire. Because that's what the kids say, right? That's fire means that's good, I guess? I don't know. I'm old.
This is what happens when I talk too fast.
That's okay. I'm dyslexic, and I'm dyslexic. I say the wrong thing all the time. It's like I put my pants in one collarbone at a time. God damn it. I put my pants on one leg at a time. Leg? That still doesn't sound right.
I hope those 49 people from the last stream understood that.
51.
Okay, 51 still.
We got 2 more views like a day later.
Okay.
As I waste heavy ammo. Fuck the police! I don't actually mean that. Law enforcement should deserve respect. Unless they're the law enforcement in Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh yeah.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf.
Especially when the chief is Rupert Thorne.
Especially when the chief can put you under double secret probation. Animal House!
Yeah.
That joke was for me and me alone.
Yeah, I know he was in that movie too. Well, that guy, I heard his voice from other shows too, of course.
Nope. This is the right way. We don't want to go the right way.
Oh, yeah, those, you have to see those 2 guys.
Okay. I can't believe you didn't laugh when I said it's over, Blue Suns. I have the high ground.
Well, it's been... Sorry, my mind's with other things. But yeah,
Okay, fuck off. You asshole.
Okay. Hey, you're free to do fake laughs in my future streams. So.
I don't think I've ever given you a fake laugh except to laugh at other people, but that was actually a pretty good fake laugh.
Yeah. Wait, no, yeah, that's a good one.
Should I shoot him in the dick?
Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
What are you doing in this
What, the guy on the floor? We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
I don't like looters. They steal from me.
Stealing from the dead. That's pretty low.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
I don't like looters.
Like
Only I can
miss anything.
Yeah.
We're just showing a little...
Besides, if we don't take this stuff, the Vorcha or Blue Suns will. Better us
No
than
more looting.
Oh, what? You're gonna shoot us?
This plague won't last
forever. Oh yeah, I just wanted to get this out of the way when we were talking about Dragon Age a little bit. I know that recent game came out, Veilguard. Will you get it eventually, or...?
Not like there's any witnesses alive to tell them.
After I play Inquisition live on stream, yes.
Okay. Anyways, ignore reviews or quote-unquote honest YouTubers. Just
sound like such a good idea.
think for yourself and just decide for yourself if you want to get it or not.
I'm the only honest YouTuber. I can say that because I have an unbiased opinion of the first game, and the second game, it isn't any goddamn good. It's just, there's all these repetitive things about the second game that make it boring. They changed things drastically that kind of seemed cool, but when you sink more than like 12 hours into it, it seems kind of boring. The characters are great, it's just Hawk... It's like a choose-your-own-adventure game. So you know how in Dragon Age Origins you get to pick your own character, and they kind of have a little bit for you, but you can still decide if you're a prick or not.
Yeah.
Well, Hawk is kind of bland. You're Rogue Hawk, you're Magic Hawk, or you're Warrior Hawk, and no matter which Hawk you choose, Hawk is just bland.
I'll just say this: as long as I finally get the romance and elf, I'm happy.
Yeah, I know him.
You do. You get to romance 2 of them if you want to, but to romance the second one, you have to be into men.
Yeah.
What else can you tell me about the plague?
Okay, and I don't want to get into touchy subject here, but regarding the new Dragon Age game, ignore again. If you hear any people saying the W word, ignore them.
The W word.
Seems like it won't be long
The
until the
W-O-K-E word.
I'm kind of sorry to see him go.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. If this Dragon Age game doesn't do well, it's gonna kill the next Mass Effect game.
Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back.
Yep.
We'll just stay here for a while. Get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal nothing.
Okay. Now, kids, old Uncle Sweatervest has to find his way back down the Cotton Trail.
Okay, so what are you saying about Here's the Thing?
Oh, yeah, I was just saying, yeah, if Veilguard fails, it's going to kill the next Mass Effect game.
Yeah. Because now that Veilguard's out, I think Bioware will finally turn to their attention to that game, though.
I mean, who's to say they haven't already? We just didn't know about it.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs.
But yeah, about that word, there's many things in this trilogy I can easily apply to that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but there's good and there's bad.
Yeah, I know. Just unfortunately,
is when they take the opinion and they beat you over the head with it, and they, in the sense that if you don't agree with it and if you can't accept it the way I want you to accept it, you're an asshole, right? It's like Star Trek. Star Trek in the original series, even, right? Whenever they showed Starfleet, they had men and women who were wearing dresses, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because it's not a big deal. It's an idyllic future society where, yeah, there's still problems, but people don't quibble over stupid stuff like that. I'll just say this and then I'll get off my soapbox, I promise. I don't care what you identify as. I don't care what your preferences are for who you love. And I'm not saying, like, who you love is who you choose to love. The individual person, maybe, but I'm not saying, like... Anyway, what I'm saying is just Bill and Ted style, right? Party on and be excellent to each other. It's not that hard, but people make it so complicated.
I know. Well, okay, I'll get off my soapbox, but I'll get off my soapbox for this last thing about that word. As what Homer once said to Marge, you say that so many times it's lost all meaning.
This is the worst thing you've ever done.
Yeah. No, I'll just say, yeah, that word has become a giant buzzword at this point.
It has.
That's all I'm gonna say.
But no matter what, people are going to try and use words that they don't fully understand to try and win arguments, or people will do anything they can to sway someone to their side. I used to be one of those people when I was in my early 20s, but I've matured a little. I'm not wise or anything, but I learned enough to know that you shouldn't get so bent up out of shape about things that are not as important as your immediate surroundings. For example, if by yourself you can make sure that you can pay like heating and rent or condo fees or mortgage and all that stuff, and that you can make sure that you have a job and you can buy groceries and you're healthy and happy, then you can worry about taking all this other stuff on. Because if you can't, you're probably someone who isn't mature enough to take on extra shit.
Professor Mordin.
Oh yeah.
Which is an opinion no one's going to agree with, but I said it anyway. So there.
Yeah, Yeah.
Too well armed
Okay,
for refugees, no
back to
mercenary.
Who
topic.
gave Mordin Solus that, I wonder?
Here for something else?
Yeah.
Fortune, crew to
Okay,
clean
I'll
up.
just say right now, even though a lot of the squad mates in this game was very hard for me to get into, believe it or not, he was more easier to get into, thanks to me.
Not scientists. Yes, yes.
That's because Mordin
Looking for someone. Yes, yes. But who?
Mordin gets distracted very easily, like you and I do, and he's well-meaning, so it's very easy to relate to him.
Yeah.
No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
It's just funny to me, this is the same guy who voiced the Shocker in the first Spider-Man movie game.
Yeah.
Considering he had a deep voice there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's about range. I don't have ADD, but sometimes my brain races like Mordin races his mouth outside, you know?
Yeah.
Ever heard of an organization?
I even found that, okay, the actor's name is Michael D. or whatever. He voiced Bilbo once, too.
Why request Salarian aid?
There was a Hobbit game in the early 2000s.
I know, I played it. It's for PlayStation 2. And I think GameCube and Xbox.
Not a bad game, too. But...
No, it's not a bad game. I actually think it's a better game than Lego Hobbit. I know people get mad at me when I say that, but it just... Maybe it's the nostalgia I have for playing the Hobbit PS2 game.
That's perfectly fine. But then again, that game is more about the book. Because obviously there was no Hobbit movie at that time. Well, except for Rankin Bass, but that's not the point.
Also, you know that song, Where There's a Whip, There's a Way?
Oh yeah.
It's on Spotify, so I added it to my son's playlist. Because it randomly came on. I'd never even heard it. I haven't heard it in like 20 goddamn years, you know? No, longer than that, because we watched it. For some reason, one of my gym teachers got in his head when I was in elementary, in like grade 3, watch the Lord of the Rings movies, and the other Lord of the Rings movies hadn't even come out yet, like the live action ones weren't even announced, okay?
Yeah.
Not even the first one. And what happened was, he pulled us into the gymnasium, he got a little TV on wheels, he put in this VHS tape, and we watched the original Lord of the Rings movies, and The Hobbit.
Oh yeah.
The animated ones, where you know that everyone involved with the script of those movies, who animated those movies, who voiced those movies, everyone, they were all on drugs. Watch movies and tell me different. And when there's a whether there's a whip, there's a way came on the other day when I was playing with my son on my like just random videos I was watching on YouTube, like the Cookie I put on the Cookie Carnival, the fucking Cookie Carnival. Okay. Not familiar with it, it's a Walt Disney short, it's great, except for this one racist moment we're not going to talk about. Anyway. It's Miss Licorice. God damn Disney's casual racism. Anyway. Next video. Where there's a whip, there's a way. We don't want to go to war today.
Anyways, I have nothing against the movie or anything, but that song is totally the best thing about it.
It literally is the best thing about that entire fucking movie.
Like I said, I appreciate what Rankin Bass was trying to do, but that song beats everything else.
To avoid humans. Unnecessary. Possible. Humans don't have diverse.
I have to skip Mordin here just because we're long in the tooth here.
Nothing major.
I know, because I have to go pretty soon, because you know who is inside. No, not
Voldemort.
Yeah.
Lady Voldemort, even worse. So, I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible. We might have to pick this up next time. Only reason being is I did choose to play on Veteran where most people would have chose to play on Insanity, but I'm not good enough to play on Insanity. Oh, I need to choose the Carphanex hand cannon because it is a better weapon than what I have.
Okay.
Which is debatable.
I'm hoping to start my first game stream maybe early December. Hopefully the WADs I need will be available by then, but if not, I'm willing to make a sacrifice. So.
Hey, you do what you gotta do, and the stream will be better for it when you decide to do it.
Yeah, like I'm willing to sacrifice the casual hub mod, so we'll see. Well, the
only thing I don't like about this hand cannon is the reduced ammo capacity.
But that's the gun I like using throughout the whole trilogy.
Oh, brutal.
Well, it looks cool, that's why.
No, I was just saying brutal because I'm being shot to shit here.
Oh, that. But, you know, that's my trademark pistol in this trilogy.
Apparently warp ammo is really good, and apparently the concussive grenade's a good weapon.
Yeah.
Again, I was just doing a little bit of research on the game. I crouched, god damn it. The first of many deaths.
Yeah. Anyways, I have to talk a little quieter right now.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm just gonna do this quick. Oh, never mind. Sorry, changed. Good.
Yeah.
Let's go shoot some people.
Yeah. Because there's also one last Lord of the Rings thing I have to ask you about, even though this is off topic technically.
It's okay. Like I have no more trivia right now.
Oh, okay. You obviously seen the anime one, like Ralph Bakshi one. From the 70s.
Ralph Bakshi.
Yeah.
We could have a whole fucking episode just talking about him.
Yeah. Oh, well. You obviously seen his adaptation, right?
I've seen Fritz the Cat, and I've seen The Wizards. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, well. I just want to say, the oddities in that movie is because it wasn't finished, believe it or not.
I believe it.
But here's one thing. I still appreciate what it was trying to do, but here's one thing. One thing I never understood why they kept it in. When they got to Two Towers, where the trio is running after the orcs, there's a shot where Aragorn trips and falls on his face. Like, why did they keep that in? Like, they literally kept it in and animated over it, because these were both rotoscoping. It's like old-fashioned motion capture.
Yeah, but the problem is, when you have something like that, unless you actually can afford to replace it, the motion capping and the animation itself are so ridiculously expensive. Unless you can beg, borrow, and steal, and even then, you're not guaranteed jack shit.
Yeah, trust me, rotoscoping was just as expensive.
I know, that's what I mean. Like, they didn't have a chance. Also, I mean, he's good, but him doing those movies was really a way for him to prove himself, because up until that point, the movies he had done weren't really for a family audience.
Well, he obviously wanted to prove that animation is just for little kids.
No, like his whole mission statement was he wanted to show that animation was also for adults, right?
Yeah.
And that's why he got to do Fritz the Cat, even though the guy who created Fritz the Cat decided to be like a dickhead about it and like kill off Fritz the Cat so that...
Oh, yeah.
Now, to this day, I still don't understand that. What he did was 100% true to your character. Were you mad that you couldn't do it? I just don't get it.
Don't spoil. I still have yet to see that movie.
I'm not spoiling it. I'm just saying, like, the adaptation of the film is completely true to the actual character.
You need to see that too. I think his other movie, Heavy Traffic, is the original story. I think.
There's a lot of adult animation he did that I don't even think I could get away with talking about descriptively on my channel, even though it's Sweater Vest After Dark.
Yeah. Wait, about Wizards? I think it's Wizards.
Great movie.
Mark Hamill was in it, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Who dies?
He hasn't played an important character though.
Yeah, but I heard
It's
he died.
definitely he does.
That's funny though.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not like he wasn't Big Boots in voice acting at that moment.
Yeah.
I mean, Robert Englund called him a bum sleeping on his couch, so I don't know really what to tell you there.
Yeah. Hey, at least it's an early example of his voice acting job, though.
The horrible thing is, I do like the voice actor that NetherRealm Studios uses for Raiden, but in Injustice 2, they get Robert Englund to play the voice of Scarecrow, which is, oh my god, that's just beautiful cooking right there. But they couldn't get Mark Hamill to do the voice of the Joker, even though they got Kevin Conroy to do the voice of Batman. It boggles the mind. But we both know that, sadly, Mark Hamill
Yeah, I know, yeah.
will no longer do the voice for Joker, which is 100% completely understandable because he said crime has no punchline without Batman.
Well, that's real this time.
It is. Well, Kevin is gone, and each one of them have done things without the other one beforehand, you know, but it's just, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I think people often get the inflection from watching things where people are co-stars on TV shows or they played roles together that people are friends when they're not. But I kind of get the feeling that Mark and Kevin maybe did kind of have a little bit of a friendship and a deep respect for each other, which is why Mark Hamill said that, you know, he would not do it anymore. It wasn't just because this was like his chance to finally never do it again. You know, he had someone that he'd known for years who was his friend, and he's just gone. Like, a morbid thought. Like, if you and Coleonyx were gone, I don't think I would be playing Mass Effect on stream.
Yeah.
Right? It's something that we do together. I'm not comparing it to like they're like deep-seated. I'm just saying, like, it's something we do, right?
Yeah.
And if Mass Effect goddamn 20 came out and people actually cared about my channel was good. Which door is it? I can't remember.
Yeah, the first door.
So this door is wrong then.
Yeah. It's hard to help you with the 7-second delay, of
Tell you the
course.
truth. I work for Mordin at the clinic. I came here to help you.
We know you're spreading the plague virus. We saw the vials in your gun.
But yeah, like if Mass Effect goddamn 20 came out and you guys weren't around anymore, I wouldn't do it. What would be the point?
Maybe we should cut off your fingers. That should loosen your... Look out! Don't move. One more step and we'll kill your friend.
I know you're scared of the Vorcha. The plague.
Okay, this scene doesn't demonstrate it, but one thing you're going to see fixed in my stream is actually everyone using the proper weapons in the cutscenes. Instead of taking a Avenger or Predator pistol out of their ass.
Where else would you put it?
Well, you know what I mean, though.
We had a deal.
Though 3 is pretty guilty for that, too.
Did someone whose entire race's culture is predicated on slavery just tell me about human nobility?
I was wondering if you were going to comment on that.
He's got too many patients and not enough volunteers.
Yeah, okay. I'll go right away. Thanks again.
Honestly,
I owe you.
Not your attention, but honestly, right now, you kind of cosplaying as Snake Eyes is surreal to me right now.
Well, I like the idea, I don't really like Custom Shep's face all that much, if I'm being honest. But at least this way, it gives me the ability to feel like I'm, like an operative. I'm not an operative of Cerberus, I'm just an operative.
Yeah. And I know your knowledge of G.I. Joe is limited, at least you know...
It's not that limited, I know who Snake Eyes is. I know who Snowjob is, for Christ's sake.
That's terrible.
I even know that Virgis Meredith, you know, the fucking Penguin, aka Mick, is the boss of Cobra Commander's whole goddamn race. Although I know lots of fans do not consider that canon in any way, shape, or form.
I still enjoyed the movie for what it was, just for the...
I enjoyed the movie too. I'm just not sure how I feel about it, if I'm being honest with you. But I've only seen the movie twice.
I just don't know why Falcon and Scarlet would be crying over Duke's coma.
Well,
I know, we know. Yeah, I know. We know. I'm just joking. You know.
Oh, gotcha.
We're just saying if we didn't know that.
I think he's trying to communicate.
Heck, even General freaking Hawk was crying too.
Friendly fire.
You know who didn't cry like a little bitch?
What?
Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh yeah.
I hate when they made Sergeant Slaughter a heel. And made him like an Iranian sympathizer.
I guess. Still, I was so glad he participated in that, though. In G.I. Joe, I mean. Not to mention playing as himself, technically.
I mean, some wrestlers got Wheaties, he got G.I. Joe. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. But anyways, regarding that cold scene, even the way Duke says "Yo Joe" at the end, you seriously can't tell me that that's falling into a coma. Sounds like speaking his last breath and dying.
Again, like, the movie, there's so much about that movie that doesn't make sense.
Well, again, that edit happened because of the backlash against Optimus Prime's death.
But Optimus Prime saved Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I have to correct you. I should have corrected you this months ago. That's not what happened. It was Optimus Prime trying to save a toppling monument while Optimus is watching on.
Oh.
Yeah, it was my mistake. That's okay.
That's okay. Thank you for the correction.
There's still another Optimus running around, though.
Well, I mean, I guess Optimus Prime didn't have to try so hard if there was another Optimus.
Yeah.
You know, you can actually explain the other Optimus. You can.
Well, no, I think I know what happened. In that scene earlier, Prowl was with Optimus. So I think what was supposed to happen, it was supposed to be Prowl that was watching.
So was Prowl using his special ability? No, but you can actually explain the second Optimus watching on. Because that new Netflix series that has to do with Transformers actually has time travel shenanigans. Like, Galvatron actually goes back in time to spite Unicron and get Megatron and a dark version of Optimus Prime to change the timeline so he can finally be free of Unicron and his bullshit. But you know about the complication with Unicron, right?
Yeah.
Like, up until that, like, one battle where Unicron was hit with that weapon, Unicron was the same being in every single timeline. He was just one guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, your boyfriend died again.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. It's because this combat sucks. I mean, what's going on?
This combat does not suck. 3 is just a more polished version of it. But to be fair, I kind of built them in a way that you would not build them if you were actually going to attempt a difficulty higher than normal. That's on me.
Fair. I'm just sorry.
You know, I made the choice, so I have to live with it.
Still, this comment made me appreciate the first game's jankiness more.
Oh my god, the first game is so fucking janky.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, you can love jank. Like, everyone's always trying to convince me the Atari is a good system because it's janky. But it's because the Atari is so janky I can't enjoy it. It's like there's this game, and I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. So you have to listen because I can't repeat it. There's a game called Dungeons 3, and there's a game called Dungeons 2. I love the games, but the console versions were not made very well. And the game will slow down to below 30 FPS very quickly, just when you do too many actions at once where the computer version will not. And then, after slowing down to the point where it makes you not want to play the game because 5 minutes go by and the game looks like it's perma-frozen, the game will either glitch freeze or the game will just die. Blue screen. Yet, I still play it, and if I ever get a PlayStation 5, Dungeons 4 is already out, and I'm hoping against hope that it'll be different. I mean, a different company made this game called Evil Genius 2, Evil Genius is like you're literally a 60s supervillain fighting James Bond-esque shit. Where you're making like your own evil lair and stuff, which is fun. But they made a game that is somewhat similar but different. And they did it well enough that the game doesn't crash or slow down. How is that possible? Good coding. Good coding. I'm not a coder. I'm not a programmer. I know it's difficult because I know a few computer scientists. But it's just... Anyway, back to my point that I glossed over because I'm weird. Optimus Prime, looking at Optimus Prime, could have been from any timeline. Because there is lots of time travel in the Transformers comics. You just don't usually hear about it.
Yeah.
Also, kids, go out and read the fucking Transformers comics. They're pretty fucking good. Except for... Well, any of them.
Okay.
Except for, like, the censorship from Marvel that doesn't make any sense, where they have Tony Stark that's not Tony Stark. Or when Spider-Man can't be the symbiote Spider-Man because of licensing issues for the reprints. Or the fact that Optimus Prime decides that he needs to die because of virtual reality games when he murdered and didn't actually kill anyone. Except for all that.
well, there's the mangas, G1 mangas that finally got translated.
You know, the G1 manga's fine, except for when Starscream Spark possesses that Japanese android girl that doesn't pull up her panties and gets embarrassed when she walks out. Oh,
I wasn't talking about that.
You said G1 manga.
From back in the day, not that Kiss player thing, if I think that's what you're talking about.
To be fair, you did not actually specify.
Okay, it's the G1 manga from, well, back in the day, when G1 was still new-ish.
To be fair, though, Transformers may have been on, and then they had, like, Transformers Andromeda or whatever it was called, with, like, the mini-cons, and it was, like, anime, and they're basically just Gundams at that point, shooting all multicolored lasers, which is really cool. But Beast Wars will always be mine. Transformers. Do you know that they're going to make a game with Beast Machines?
Really?
But the people who made the Beast Wars Fight 'em Beat 'em Up game with the Transmetals took one look at the new mainframe property and basically said, fuck this. And you know what? I tried. I tried so hard, Clint. I tried. There's only like 8 episodes left in the entire series. I tried and I just couldn't do it.
Oh, Beast Machines?
Yeah, when they brought Silverbolt back and he was all emo in his new form, he was like a Vulture Eagle thing, and I was like, oh,
I told you that show is controversial with the personality changes.
I tried so very hard. I did. And I'm gonna try again. I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I'm gonna try.
I treat Beast Machines as alternate timeline, like what if.
But like changing Rhinox so drastically, like I know that there was a lot of production changes for the show, right? Like I get that.
Yeah.
But it's almost written like in a way that the characters and the established continuity did not matter. And like not even the voice actors who played the characters for so long and seemed to really understand and enjoy what they were doing at all times. Like, was it just a paycheck to them? Did they never speak them like, this doesn't seem like my character?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because during the Arkham games, Mark Hamill and Kevin Conner are constantly giving the writers and the developers note, like, oh, he wouldn't say it like this, or the Joker really wouldn't do it like that. Because they've been playing the part for so fucking long, they're inside the headspace of the characters.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that the mainframe voice cast, especially Waspinator, didn't, like, you know, have anything to say? Though I will say when Waspinator is like, I'm here to pick up chick bots with my new sleek body, I did piss myself. I did.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to communicate with me. Missed. Missed again. What do you think? Should we play golf? Hudson Hawk style?
Yeah, sure.
A pig is an animal with dirt on his face. His shoes are a terrible disgrace. He's got no manners when he eats his food. He's fat and lazy and extremely rude. If you don't give a feather or a fig, you could grow up to be a fig. Also, kids, if you've never seen the Hudson Hawk with Bruce Willis, go fucking watch it.
I have.
The golf ball scene.
Oh yeah.
A mule is an animal with long funny ears. He kicks up at anything he hears. His back is brawny, but his brain is weak. He's just plain stupid with a stubborn streak. By the way, if you hate to go to school, you could grow up to be a mule. Or would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar. You could wind up better off than you are. Ooh. Or would you rather be a fish? A fish is an animal that swims in a brook. He can't write his name or read a book. To fool the people is his only thought. And though he's slippery, he still gets caught. Eat the Caffernac's hand cannon, you bitch. If that sort of life is what you wish, you could grow up to be a fish. Alright. Well, they're all fucking dead. Let's go! Oh, fuck. D5 from what Bluntstock? Beanstalk? Bluntstock? You hear that? It's Bluntstock. It's Friday night. Get out the weed and make a Bluntstock. Jesus. What? Fee-fi-fo from what beanstalk did you fall from? Are you still shooting goddamn missiles at me? Rockets? Something? Ow, that hurts. You don't see me coming to your job and throwing shit at your face, do you? That's right, bitch. God damn it, I forgot the Vorcha can regen, like the Krogan.
Oh yeah.
Shit. God damn you, Vorcha. Sit down. Just like the Iron Sheik, I make you humble. Put you in the camel clutch. Break your fucking back. You must know about the Iron Sheik, because he did team up with Sergeant Slaughter when he turned heel.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, it's getting late. My brain's kind of shutting down.
You're like, I'm sorry, Detective. My responses are limited.
Well, luckily we're almost done. I have to work tomorrow.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make this take longer than necessary. But this is quite difficult, and I am not very good at this game unless you failed to notice that. Stop regenerating, you asshole! What do you think you are, Doctor Who?
Hate those pyro enemies.
So do I. Goddamn Vorcha! Regenerate this, asshole. Only downside of using the hand cannon this early in the game is no pistol upgrades for ammo capacity.
Okay, let's finish this.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
Mordin should be pleased.
Mordin better fucking be pleased. Know how many people I just had to murder?
Systems engaged. Airborne viral levels dropping. Patients improving. Vorcha retreating. Well done, Shepard. Thank you.
And thank you from me as well. Those Batarians would have killed me.
Yes, they would have.
There, I thought you were going to shoot them even after they let me go.
I made a promise to spare them if they let you go. I honor my promises.
Merciful of you. Risky. Would have killed them myself.
Professor, how can you say that? You're a doctor. You believe in helping people.
Lots of ways to help people. Sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous people. Go check on the patients. Lots of work to do. Think about what I said.
I like to find out later that he actually does keep the mechs and doesn't let the Blue Suns walk in here like they own the place.
We've cured the plague. Are you ready to help stop the collectors?
Yes. Unexpected to be working with Cerberus. Many surprises. Just need to finish up here at the clinic. Won't take long. Meet you at your ship. Looking forward to it.
Alright, kids. Next episode, we'll recruit Archangel. And I'm gonna do a bunch of, like, mining off camera. And I'm gonna do some, upgrading when possible off camera. Just because we want to get to the nitty-gritty of playing. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do major upgrades. By major upgrades, I'm not gonna, like, do any of the things that will keep us alive during the suicide mission off camera. That would just be a dick move.
Welcome to the Normandy, Professor. It's an honor to have you on board.
Yes,
well,
very exciting.
doing that Normandy
Cerberus
upgrades is the
working
most
with aliens.
important thing.
Unexpected. Elusive man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
You're very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had top-level clearance once, retired now. Still, hear things. Informed of name only, no knowledge of man behind it. Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
You know, out of everyone we ever had as allies, Mordin is in the 10 allies that we have throughout all 3 games that I would not want to fuck with.
Not simple abductions.
Oh, I know.
Me for simple.
He scares the shit out of me.
No distress signals are sent out.
Like, look how mangled his fucking head is.
Oh, yeah.
No evidence that anything unusual.
You know that he wasn't just counterintelligence. He was CIS, like the captain.
Gas, maybe? No, spreads too slow. Airborne virus.
You don't have to sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. Going to need a lab.
There is a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solus. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
This ship is equipped with an artificial intelligence.
An AI on board? Non-human crew members? Cerberus is more desperate than I thought.
The collectors have taken tens of thousands of colonists. We'll do whatever we have to do to find and stop them.
Yes, of course. Can't risk being captured like colonists need to identify, neutralize technology, need samples. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
Oh, Mordin. Can you imagine Mordin if he smoked crack? I think that'd be hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, kids. I love the Eviscerator shotgun. The only shotgun that is so powerful it would break a human arm. But Shepard's built different now because of, you know, being rebuilt and such.
My Shepard uses it too. Uses it too.
Well, yeah, but Shepard's not a normal human anymore, is he?
Yeah.
He was a Spectre, which he was already exceptional, but they rebuilt him like the $1 Million Man. Anyway, kids, I am the Sweater Vest Gamer.
And I'm Jedi Ace 1991.
And until next time, report to the ship. We'll bang, okay?